Hello, we are here to talk about the opportunities for students in the UDRES University Alliance. This is a university alliance formed of 9 universities, out of which our university, the Politehnica University of Timișoara, is a partner. We have been in this alliance for 4 years already, and we are looking forward to continuing collaborating with our colleagues for at least the next 3 years. My name is Vlad Mihăescu, and I am one of the team members of our university involved in this project since the beginning, and I am involved in several activities for students. In the UDRES University Alliance, students have a lot of opportunities to grow, to learn, to exchange intercultural dimensions with other colleagues from around the world. And I'm saying this not because it's a mistake. In the 9 universities, there are students from all over the world, not only from those 9 countries. These activities have some specific names. We have iLiving Labs, hackathons, boot camps, and the International Engagement Circus. Each of these has its own particularities, its own benefits, its own advantages, and each of these is unique. We are going to focus more now on the iLiving Labs. This is a format, very innovative, where we give students real-life challenges given by stakeholders, entrepreneurs, NGOs, government authorities, and the students are working in a pluridisciplinary team and trying to figure out innovative solutions following a design thinking process throughout some weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. And in the end, they receive credits either as part of official diploma or as extracurricular activities. We have 2 types of iLiving Labs, online and hybrid. The online version is, as its name implies, only virtual, but the hybrid one has an online component, and then it has a week where students are meeting face-to-face in one of the 9 universities' locations and can solve the problems more easily because they can see each other and work very closely together. We are going to talk now about some of these aspects with one of the students from our university who has already attended an online living lab, a hybrid living lab in Belgium, and is going to attend another hybrid living lab again in Belgium in a couple of weeks. And I'm very happy to say hello to Miruna, and I kindly ask her to very briefly introduce herself.
Hello, my name is Miruna Fildan. I'm a student in the 5th year of architecture now in the Politehnica University from Timișoara, and I'm very excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
We are very happy to have you as well because you are one of the most experienced students in our university with UDRES activities. So tell me, please, how did you first learn about this UDRES phenomenon?
So the first time I heard about it was last year when one of our teachers introduced us to it. She told us about the opportunity, but it was a bit too late for us to join the blended version, so we only went to the online one, and we liked it, and we decided to continue it. Mm-hmm. It was me and a friend.
Yeah. So you attended first an online version in the first semester last year. Tell me a little bit about the challenge which your team had to solve, and tell me about the colleagues which you had.
Okay, so the first one was the online one, and we signed up for the AI help with visually impaired people. So it was very new and totally unrelated to what I do in school. And it was very nice because we had teams from different countries, from Belgium, Hungary, Portugal, and Romania. And everyone was studying something different. We had people studying computer science, people studying management, everything very different. And it was very nice because, we could come up with something unique. And it was a very good experience for me to learn, to work with other people and learn more about AI and disabled people. And I joined this because in architecture, the disabled people are very important in architecture because they have special norms, and most often it's overlooked and we don't really learn about it so much. And I figured this would be a great opportunity for me.
I think what you want to point out is that the special needs of these people are defining the way in which you architects need to design the places, because you need to come into their needs and help them in that regard. Okay, we are still talking about the online version at the moment. So tell me, how was the experience, let's say not from a pedagogical or educational point of view, but from the point of view of what you learned on the side. I'm talking about how you did the communication, managing the work, collaboration, these sort of things.
So we, of course, talked with each other in our free time about it, and we discussed, and we made some gather some info about what disabled people really need and how we can help them with AI. And in the end, we decided to create a prototype for a mobile app that could help disabled people, like visually impaired people, play board games. So we went on that, and in the end, we won, actually, first place in our category.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And it was amazing, honestly.
Okay, so this opportunity and this experience was something entirely different, because you are talking about a subject which you don't study in school, and you are talking with colleagues who are not from Romania and are from different cultures and with different backgrounds. When you compare with the experience in our university, what would you say are the main differences, both positive and if there are also some negative ones?
I think it was a bit interesting because we don't really have so many variety in our faculty, our university. We were people from marketing, agricultural studies, computer science, AI working something. And it was very interesting to be such a multidisciplinary group. And we learned a lot from each other.
Okay. If you could point out the most important thing for you from this experience, from the online version, what would you say?
Learning to communicate, because it's a bit hard when you're only online. And it was a bit hard, going on with the idea and understanding what the other person was saying, but in the end it was fine. Okay,
so we could say that one restraint and one disadvantage of this is the online component if you don't meet with students. And this brings us with a very nice bridge to the next opportunity which you received, to travel to Belgium for a blended or hybrid living lab. What was different now? What happened differently between this one and the online version?
So the blended one, of course, started with the online part. And after we met, everything fell into place, because we finally could understand each other and we could talk freely about it, because it was face to face. It was so much easier to talk and communicate. And we actually got to our final proposal and final project in that week in Belgium.
Okay. And did you have, what kind of support did you have there?
We went to different factories, and we had meetings with entrepreneurs, local entrepreneurs, and people who started startups and who could teach us more about how we can start our own app and whatever you wanted to do. So actually, this engagement, this meeting of external stakeholders, how we call them, entrepreneurs are some of them. Is this something which you are doing in our university as well, or is this something innovative which you received from the project? For me, it was innovative, but I know some people do it in our university as well. For me, in architecture, I'm not really interested right now in the entrepreneurial part of it, but I know people are doing it in UPT.
Okay, you say you're not interested, but we know that many architects are building their own architecture companies.
I know, but I still have a lot more years to get there, so right now it's not a priority for me.
I understand. Very, very nicely said. During this hybrid experience, did you only experience the educational component of the living lab and learning from the entrepreneurs, or did you also get to learn something about the culture in Belgium, for example? Did you taste Belgian chocolate, Belgian beer?
Yeah, we had the opportunity to travel to Brussels and also to Hasselt. And we also went to Leuven, and we got to try Belgian fries, Belgian chocolate, Belgian beer. It was very interesting altogether. Yeah, so yeah, different culture, different everything.
Okay. Are you familiar with the Erasmus exchange programs for students?
Yes.
And if you are, why would you say which one is better, or why would a student choose a UDRES experience over an Erasmus exchange experience?
They're a bit different, both of them. Like Erasmus usually it's a bit more long term, and the E3UDRES one is a shorter term. And I think the E3UDRES one is better a bit because you can you can choose whether to have it online or online and physical, and it's a shorter time and you have more stuff to do. You have more free time to do with whatever you want. So in Erasmus, you go 1 semester or 1 year and you're just there. But in E3UDRES, you have the opportunity to go to school here and also do this like a week of traveling to Belgium and online. And
coming now back to the support which you received, I'm guessing, I know actually, you also have teachers. And in Living Labs, we call them educational entrepreneurs. That's the term which we invented. Tell me about these educational entrepreneurs. Were they like the normal or the usual teachers you have in the university? Or how did they behave in terms of the pedagogical component and relationing with you?
We actually had like different people from different universities, 2 of them in each group, and they were like friends to us. They helped us a lot with our challenge and our design thinking process, because that's what the iLiving Labs is all about. And they just helped us. It wasn't really like a teacher-student type of relationship. It was more like a help. You didn't really feel like they were teachers and you were a student.
And do you feel that this motivated the students to work more, or did you feel that maybe some students needed a more strict behavior from the teachers?
At least for me, it was a bit more easy to work like this, because if I had a question, it wasn't so restrictive to be like, oh my God, I'm talking to a teacher. No, it was like I'm talking to someone and they're just helping me out, and it doesn't happen anything. Nothing happens if I screw up.
Okay.
And all the time, the teachers were only giving us positive feedback. They were never telling us, no, this is wrong. They were just like suggesting how we can improve and how we can change.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Thinking now back to the 2 experiences which you had in UDRES, what would you recommend to the UDRES team to improve? How can we make better this experience for students?
I don't know, honestly. The online one was a bit hard because we didn't get to meet each other, and the hours were a bit strict.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think it was fine. And the one in Belgium, it was very nice. I enjoyed traveling a lot and meeting new people. It was very fun.
I am just going to shortly build up on what you said about the hours being strict. So for those of the viewers who don't know exactly, each of these Living Labs has usually 2-4 hours meeting time during the week, and this is established between all students and teachers. It should, at least, based on an agreement, and to meet everyone's needs. Usually these meetings happen in the evening, since we have partners who are in different time zones. Portugal is 2 hours behind us, so many times I also was a teacher in a couple of these, and we were doing from 7 till 9 local time in the evening, which is not, after working or having school, it's not very convenient. So I think this is what you meant by the strict hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you feel at any moment at the end, when you were presenting the solutions, the prototype, you said that you won one of these, you won first place. Would you have liked to see a continuation for that, continuity, to see that prototype being put in motion and being started as a business, not necessarily by you?
Yeah, I would love it. I mean, it would help a lot of people, especially the visually impaired, because, playing games like board games, it's fun for everyone and they shouldn't be excluded. And as well with the prototype we did for the blended version.
Okay. I said you are going to travel again in
Yes.
a couple of weeks. What are your expectations this time?
I don't know, honestly. I mean, I'm open to anything. I don't want to set expectation and be disappointed, but I don't think it's going to be the case. I think it's going to be a bit better than last time because also they improved, and I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, and now to near the end of this discussion, we talked a lot about what you were doing during these living labs. Would you say that during these living labs you develop some skills which the traditional university lacks in providing for students?
Actually, this is a part of the iLiving Labs. You have to pick a skill at the end and you have to develop it throughout the entire exercise. And at the end, you have to give yourself a grade. And you say if you did it and how good you were at developing the skill. And the first time I think I picked people communication skill, and the second time I built group working. And I can say that each time, it helped me a lot.
So from what I remember, we don't have so many topics or courses in our university, at least with these skills in mind: problem solving, leadership, people skills, people communication, and time management, and so forth and so on. What type of students would you encourage to join UDRES activities? Do we have any limitations? Do we need only students who have a lot of knowledge? Of course, English is a must because it's an international component. But besides that, do we need a lot of prior knowledge to join this, or even students from the first bachelor year can join?
No, I think everyone can join because I was studying architecture and I was in the AI part of the iLiving Labs, and I had nothing to do with AI, and I was a bit parallel with it, but you could help on anything else. We from architecture, we went on the design stuff. People from the programming stuff did the programming. People from marketing sold the product, and we worked as a team.
Yeah, that's lovely. So you build based on each of your skills, you build blocks, and you came up with a solution and prototype. That's lovely. Miruna, thank you so much. Do you want to say something in the end, just a few words to encourage students to join UDRES activities in very short sentence?
Yeah, I think everyone should join because you never know. It's a good opportunity and it's great to have it in school, and you can make connections and further develop yourself. There's no reason not to join.
Thank you so much. You heard that lovely discussion which we had, and I hope you are now encouraged to look for UDRES activities. We are going to have until 2027 at least a lot of activities for students, and you can look for all of these on the social media channels of the UDRES project or on the channels and websites of our university. Look around, find the UDRES logo, and join the UDRES activities.